Hey everyone, welcome to Weekend Project. I'm Laura Lynn of the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop, and we're very happy to see you here today. Today, I've been inspired by something that I saw in our show and tell on our 12-hour the last Saturday on April 25th. It was like a little fabric memory game. And I thought, oh, that was so amazing, because the people that live at the house where I normally cross guard at, they had a new addition to their family, and I wanted to make the little girl something as well as their brand new little boy. I'm going to make them a quilt as well. So I thought, well, I could make a little memory game for her, and I thought that'd be kind of fun. So I chose 18 fabrics that I had here that I thought would be fun to represent a kind of a memory game. So I got like 2 of Mickey, some purple and white gingham, some red and white circles, some like chocolate bunnies, and you know, stuff that they could hopefully play much later on with this little fabric stuff. So I kept it the back all the same, like a dark color, so nothing that would shine through. And I just cut each square at 3.5 by 3.5, and then just sewed all the way, almost all the way around, except for one little spot to turn right side out. And then you use your little pokey tool, whether it be a pencil or dull tip scissors, not the sharp ones like this one, or you're just going to poke through your project. And you can poke your little corners out, and then just sew all the way around again. Okay. And then I just made a cute little bag for them all to go in. Yeah. So I'll just show you. I've got an orange here and these cute little monkeys to go on as well. And I just want to trim this square up, because I think this was a 4-inch square from my stash. Thought, what a great way to bust my stash if you're going to do like a little memory game. I thought it was really cute. So it really inspired me. So thank you to the lovely guild members that we have. And if you would like to be one of our guild members, you can sign up at www.wesewit.com. Okay. And share your beautiful artwork with us. So I'm just trying to make sure this is all squared up to 3.5 by 3.5. Yep. Oops. Gets everywhere. And then from here, I take my backing fabric, which is obviously, because you want them all the same color, you don't want really much of a pattern or anything like that. You kind of want a solid. So, you know, they won't know what is what when it's all flipped over, right? So that's the goal. It's the memory. So you put your 3.5s and 3.5s together, and I was sewing on the burgundy side, and then leaving about 1 inch to 1.5 inches on one of these flat edges, obviously flat edge, to turn right side out. Okay. So here and here, and here and there. Okay, and then just going all the way around. And of course, there's orange ones to do here as well. And just, I did a mix of some solid fabrics and a mix of some print fabrics, just to kind of make it a little fun. And I don't know, I was just kind of, oh, this would look cute, that would look cute. So off I went. Just 1/4 inch seam allowance, just going to kind of putter all the way around. You just kind of want to get used to how your foot reacts when you're trying to come 1/4 inch and then pivot at the corner and come again 1/4 inch. It doesn't really matter if you wanted to go all the way off and then just come back again doing the 1/4 inch. That's completely up to you. I'll show you how to do that there. Okay, there. Needle up, and then back over on the other side and doing 1/4 inch all the way down. It doesn't, whatever gets you to what you need to do to get all the way around. Okay. And then just back stitch a little bit. And then once we get to this point here, we're going to nip off those little corners. So we're going to, when we're going to turn these right side out, we get a somewhat of a point. It's not going to be exact or anything like that, because, you know, there's fabric involved. So, and then you're just going to turn them right side out. Oops, hold on here. Just take your little finger and poke through, and just be gentle till you get it to the one section there, and then you can come in with your little tool or your pencil or your dull tip scissors or chopstick or the dull end of a skewer, I think that is, since it's almost barbecue season. and you just kind of poke it out, okay? Just poke it out. And then once this goes, you can do like a little tuck. Trim off any extra thready bits. You can always save that to the end. That's what I did with most of those ones there. And then you're just going to come in. Of course, you do this to both of them. Okay. And I came down just a little bit from the corner and before I turn in a pivot, just to trying to make sure that I was trying to get all the seams more exact. And I found it easier to kind of line up a smidgy overlapping on the flat edge than it was trying to go to corner. But that, you know, that was me. You do what you got going on for you. Okay. And try to do close and then up and pivot. And sometimes you have to kind of little shove it in there if you get really close to the edge. It doesn't want to kind of grab the material. And then you're just going to go all the way around. And I thought, oh, you could have put some batting in this. And then I thought, okay, well, some of the bigger kids will see the fabric colors around the edges or something like that. But if you put them all together or even just spread them, I think it'll be fun. So, and then I thought, okay, well, there's another way you could do this too, is you could probably fold over fabric and then place a square on top, and then that way there's no like peekabooing around the edges sort of thing, right? So there we go. There's our cute little monkey. Isn't that adorable? And we're just going to trim that up. Trim all the little furry threads. You don't want any hanging around, back or front, because it might give an indication of what card's what when they get them, when it becomes a memory. Isn't that cute? Super adorable. And then just for the cute little bag to go with it, okay, we'll put that in the pile there. I just took a strip of the same material that is the back, but you could, of course, do something different. You could do it scrappy with some of the materials on the front, whatever works for you. I did mine 21 inches, and then on each of the edges, we're going to do a French seam on this one. So each of the edges, we want to just kind of fold in just about 1/4 inch, and then fold in again 1/4 inch, because we're trying to tidy up all the raw edges, right? So what I was saying is I was folding over the short edge, and I'm folding the short edge towards what would be the wrong side of the fabric, or the inside of what this bag is going to be, okay? So I'm just going to fold it over about 1/4, sorry, 1/4, and then another 1/4. You can press that, or you can just put a pin in it and so on down. You could use matching thread. You could use complementary thread. You could use decorative stitches. This is, there's lots of fun stuff you could do here. So we're going to do a French seam on this bag. And I will show you that next. Because we wanted all the raw edges to disappear. Okay? Now that we have those two, just like that. Sorry. Going to fold them. So the top rounded edges that were just sewn are together. We're going to put a pin in on either side just to keep it steady. Oh, sorry, we want to go the other way first. Sorry. This would be the outside. Okay. Outside. Put a little pin to hold it. Put a little pin to hold it. You can put a little, M for memory, or put an initial of who it's for, or write memory game or something like that. Now here you want to kind of go between 1/8 and 1/4 inch from the seam, from the edge of the fabric, sorry. And just stitch straight on down. Same to both sides. Okay. We'll move our pin to this side. About 1/4 to 1/8. Just trying to get really close, because we're actually going to seal up this raw edge when we go to flip it the other way and sew down again. And that is what we call a French seam. You do it on the right side first, then turn it to do it on the wrong side. And that way you have a lovely seam on the inside and the outside of your project. Now that can go for Christmas stockings, bags, clothing, you name it. That is a good way to deal with denim or corduroy that you don't really want 2 layers. You just want the 1 layer, but you want to seal up all the edges. All right, so once you poke that out, okay, now we're at the inside, what was going to be the inside of the bag, okay. You give that a little press, roll the little seam. And now here's where you want to go 1/4 to like 3/8-ish, sort of, to make sure you're enclosing whatever that raw seam that you had the first time around in the second. Okay, we'll do the same on the other side. Just wiggle a little seam. You want to make sure the bag is big enough too to get all the little game pieces in there as well, you know, to keep everything together. You don't want it too small. You don't want it too snug. You want to have so they can have some fun. Put everything in there. I think they're going to be dealing with little hands. Little hands. They're going to be playing. Okay. Now take and trim up any long threads, whatever is getting in your way or annoying you. Sometimes it only takes a thread. Okay, so that would be the inside of the bag, and of course you want to put some Velcro on this. What did I get my Velcro? Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry. That's what I've done with this one. I just put a little Velcro in, but I put it so it was on the inside, so when it was turned, you can just turn it in and then just stick the Velcro together, and like all the seams and stitches and everything else disappear, but the bag was there. So I mean, you could do it anyway. You could just do it so it goes up at the top. You put a little zipper in. You could put more like a satchel sort of look where it's here and then it's got to flip down to the top. You could put like a button and a button or a snap or even a Velcro there. So I just kind of did like a little baggie. It was really cute. And I thought maybe because of the gap in between here and the size of the little fabric cards, it shouldn't fall out. So that was my idea. So I just went and put each of the pieces, tried to line it up as center as I could, and then put it close to where it was being folded over, and then just stitch down on either side. Okay. But if you did that with complementary thread, you don't have to turn it the other way. You could just put them on the outside or the inside and then just squish it together. I mean, it's completely, there's many ways, trust me. You can make your own and still have a heck of a lot of fun. So once you get that sewn in, it pretty much looks like this. Okay, super easy little bag. Like I say, you could just could have had it there or did a little flip and had Velcro there. There's many ways. And then you just put your little cards in. And off you go. I mean, how fun is that? They don't always have to be in the same order, that's for sure. Just put them in there. There's lots for all these to fit in there. And like I said, this is 36, so I did 18 different fabrics to go in here as a little, I guess, big sister gift. Let's say a big sister gift for little Abigail. Isn't that cute? So I'm hoping she and her brother and her mom and her dad have a lot of fun with this, and she enjoys all the bright colors that I tries to choose for her to have fun. So that is the weekend project. We're making fabric memory cards and a little pouch to go with it. So thank you, everybody. Big hugs from us at the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. We'll see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. That's Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern. I believe it's May 2nd. And yeah, we'll see you then. Just 1 p.m. though, not 12 hours. Just 1. See you, everybody. Thank you so much. Take care. Big hugs.